12. Common wording mistakes
made by Malaysians.
Hi, so our first thought is the principle versus principle. So this principle ends with PAL in the spelling, which is a head or a chief, particularly of a school. For example, our school principal. So for this principle, which ends with PLE in the spelling, is refers to a standard rule of action or conduct. Okay, so this principle refers to a person who is in leadership. For this principle refers to a rule, standard, and guiding belief. If you have some trouble in choosing between this principle, PAL, with this principle, PLE, think about the context.
Next, I will explain to you the difference between accept and accept. Accept is taking something or receiving something from people. Meanwhile, accept is exclude something from people. Hi Sarah, I got something for you.
What is it?
It's a bear.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay kids, I want to get you together by lining up, but accept you.
Okay, so the next word I will focus on is thought and thought. So this one, thought, which is spelled as TAUGHT, is a past tense and also a past participle of to teach, taught. Okay, so for example, my mother taught me how to cook. So on the other hand, which is thought, spelled as THOUGHT, which is an action of thinking or opinion triggered while you are thinking. So it is a past tense and also past participle of to think. Okay. For example, I thought of writing this answer in the exam section. Danya.
Yes Sarah, what's wrong?
Can you help me solve this problem?
I think I've taught you before.
So, that's how you use thought in a sentence. I thought you're going back home.
No, I'm staying.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Tada! It's me again. So now I will explain to you what is stationery and stationery. So stationery is like a tool but is specific for writing. For example, school stationery like pencils or pens. Next, it's about stationery. Stationery it is to describe the situation when an object or a thing cannot be moved at all. Oh my god, my pen is out of ink. Sarah, can I borrow you some tools for writing?
It's not tools for writing, it is stationery.
So for this, I want to show to you the bottle is a stationary object. So it cannot be moved at all unless there is a force or motion. So when there is other bottle which is the force, the other bottle will fall.
So hi again. So I changed my clothes today, and did you know? I will explain to you about compliment. There's two compliment. The first compliment spelled COMPLEMENT, which is to make something perfect. And on the other hand, compliment with spelling COMPLIMENT is to giving congratulations. So okay, this is the explanation for compliment with spelling COMPLEMENT. So compliment is like a number or a quantity that required to make a group to complete. For example, the example sentences like, at the moment we have a complement of staff, so that show that that staff is already that office already have a full of staff. Okay, you get it? Okay, for the next complement is complement with spelling COMPLIMENT. So compliment is congratulation or praise to someone. For example, you congratulate to the bride who is want to marry, and you congratulate to your friend who is having a baby. Okay, you get it? Okay.
Hi, it's me again. Okay, so the next word I would like to focus on is desert versus dessert. So desert is a large area of land that has very little water and very few plants grows on it. So desert spelled as DESERT, which is only one S in the word. Okay, so on the other hand, for dessert, which is spelled as DESSERT, which has double S, it means a dish that served as the last course of a meal. Ta-da! So, what do you think about my shirt? I changed my shirt because I don't know why. Okay, now I will introduce to you the differences between fill up, fill in, and fill out. Fill up here means to supply or provide a content to the fullest. We generally use for liquids. And then fill in here means to fill in required fields in a form, but it is not necessary to complete it. Meanwhile, fill up here means it means the same as fill in, but it is necessary to complete it. It means every single question in a form is compulsory.
So this is how you use fill up. So now she is filling up the car tank. Okay, fill up is generally for liquids. I hope that's clear. So for fill out, we use it like this. Come. Hi. So have you filled out the form?
Not yet.
Not yet. So please fill out the forms accordingly. Yeah.
Okay. Miss,
Yeah?
how do I answer this one?
Okay, for this first passage, please fill in the blanks with the answer given. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we meet again. So now I will explain to you the difference between affect and effect. Affect is the cause of something happen. Meanwhile, effect is the result or consequence of something happen. Now, I will give you further information about what I've explained to you about affect and effect. Affect is the one that gives you main cause of something happen. For example, medicine affect his good health. So for this, I want to tell you about medicine makes his health getting better. So the next one, I will explain to you about effect. Effect is the consequence or result of something happen. For example, smoking can give you the bad effect, like short breath. So in this, I want to show to you, short breath is the effect of smoking.
So, are you clear about effects and effects just now? If you are, then good. Now I will be explaining to you about loss, lost, and lose. So, loss here, LOSS, here means a noun or an act of losing. Meanwhile, lost here with the spelling L-O-S-T means it acts as a past tense and past participle tense for lost, L-O-S-E. And loose here means L-O-O-S-E is untied. Okay. Alia, where are you? Oh my god, where have you been? I thought I lost you. This is how you use LOSS. This is a picture before and after she loses weight. So the last example is LOOSE. So come forward. Please zoom into my shoes. The example is, I think my shoes is too loose for me. You see, loose. It means untied. Got it? Next stop is orchid and orchid. Orchid here means an international planting trees or shrubs that is maintained for food production. Or sometimes it features a large garden. I mean, usually it features a large garden. And here, orchid means an exotic or highly prized flower.
Go.
To further explain orchid and orchid, here are a picture of orchid and here is a picture of orchid. So people often misspell orchid and orchid because it do sound the same, but believe me, it's not. Orchid here uses a vowel of an A, and meanwhile orchid here uses I as a vowel. So please be alert and do not misspell it.
Now, I will explain to you the difference between bought and brought. So, bought is the past tense for buy. If you know, buy, the spelling for buy is B-U-Y. There's no R there. So, for the past tense, of course, no R also. So, B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. So, brought is a past tense for bring. So, do you know? The spelling bring is B-R-I-N-G. So, there's R there. So, for the past tense, B-R-O-U-G-H-T.
Hey Dania, I got a candy.
Wow, where did you bought that candy?
I bought this at the sweet shop. Hey Dania, I got a candy.
Wow, where did you brought that candy?
I brought it from the mart.
Oh, sure, yeah. So the next one is eats versus eats. It's same pronunciations, right? But it's does not same in the spelling. The first eats is IT apostrophe S. So IT with apostrophe S is abbreviation for it is. Next eats, spelling ITS. So this eats is to show the belonging to.
Oh, you are pregnant.
Yes, I am.
How far is it to debut?
I'm in second trimester.
Oh, it's already second semester. So what is its gender?
It's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Alright.
Have you get the number?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Take it now.
Okay.
Thank you. Again.
Okay, for the words eat with spelling ITS is to show belonging to or associated with a thing previously mentioned or easily identified. For example, turn the camera on its side. Okay, for the next one, it's also to show belonging to or associated with a child or animal of unspecified sex.
For example, a baby in its mother's womb. So you don't know the specific of gender of the baby. Okay, that's why we use its. Okay, you get it?